Oops. My setup did not work. L. Let me configure MacGyver whatever. Something real quick. Does that work? Yeah. All right. Rev up those fryers. Let's have ourselves a merry little Christmas. Hi, people. GodGamer72, hello. Can you be my mentor? I can definitely offer some advice if you have any questions I can answer. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good day so far. We have a special guest today. So nobody's surprised. His name is Jarvis. His name is Jarvis. Jarvis, can you say, oh? Oh, oh, yeah, good boy, good boy. How do you animate smooth? That is a good question. I will start off by saying that most animation software should be able to do what I am about to talk about. And it's a tool known as onion skinning. So if you have the availability to onion skin, utilize that to your advantage because it is a very important tool. I can get rid of this now. Let's do 10 and 3390. Turn that off. So let's take this movement from purple right here, okay? Let's take this movement from purple. Let's really focus in on it, okay? So if we have our character, and he starts off at this pose, and we want him to end up at this pose. We can see at a base level, we go from looking to the left to looking to the right. Okay? We know this. We can also see that both of the feet stay firmly planted where they are, right? Throughout the movement. So those are two very important things to keep in mind. Because what that means is that we can take this point right here for the knee, and this point right here for the knee, and make sure that it follows a slow in, slow out, ease in, ease out movement. That's most of what animating smooth is using the onion skin. And the closer to the middle of the movement right here, this is the middle frame for this movement. So it's finding the midpoint between these two, and then differentiating the space between them. Use onion skin to see where you have the previously moved. Yes, exactly. So there are two types of ways to animate. There's straight ahead and pose to pose. I do a pose to pose method, but I kind of do a mix of them. Pose to pose essentially means like I will get rid of these frames, okay? And I'll do this. I'll get my start pose right here, and I'll get my end pose, which is right here. So then if I were to go in the middle of those two, this about is halfway, right? And so then what I end up doing is I go to the start and I do a little movement, and then I do a bigger movement, and I make sure that this next one is one of the biggest, up into the middle frame. And then I do the opposite, or I go backwards from the end. So here's this one. This is our end pose. And then we'll go back a little bit more, and there you are. You're back at your center frame. And so the head is a very good example. If I were to get rid of the body for all of these, so right here, if we just look at the head and the onion skin, where the color is darker, that's where it's like, that's where the previous frame was closer to the one that is currently showing. So if I do this, this is our start one, this is our second one, third, fourth, fifth. You can see how there's more overlap towards this end than there is in the middle. That creates a smooth sense of like smooth motion. I would recommend messing with a very simple shape to start off with, and then really look at it and feel, and like look and see what specific part feels a little bit off, and then tweak that and only tweak that. So that's essentially it. It's a lot of just easing into something. You can accomplish that in a couple of different ways. You can accomplish that by having drawings closer together, like in this part. Like these two drawings are essentially the same drawing. Or you can have a frame last for a couple of frames, as you can see down here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. These frames last twice as long as some of these other ones. And that also helps to create the sense of easing, because it's lasting longer in that state where it's closer to the previous drawing. I hope all of that made sense. That's kind of a mouthy, wordy way to explain it, but it is one of the 12 principles of animation for a reason. It's because it's very, very, very important to create appealing animation. I just saw someone outside riding a motorized scooter, and there's snow on the ground. That's wild. This life is amazing. Hey, Unknown. Nice numbers. How's it going? We're doing some animation. You want to see what I've got? Now, let me start it from the beginning. What do we do? There it is. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, I love this. I love this interaction. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Woo! Woo! Bush with the $5. Bro! Thank you. Started making the third episode? Yep. I started animating the third episode probably a couple of months ago. I have about 3 minutes currently done. And those first 3 minutes are very fun. Hehehe. Of course, my bro. Bush, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate it. I will use it to pay for somebody's Christmas gift. Probably. You're amazing. This is money to buy gravel. Okay, what if I use that gravel and I combine it with sand and make some concrete powder? Yeah, so here's a secret for you guys. You have one frame where he taps, a second frame where it doesn't move, but you can see the button input start to show up. There it is. The button scales up. As you can see right here's the edge, then it goes forward. So it scales up this way, and it shrinks back down. But then this block itself, it overshoots just a little bit. As you can see, the motion. And that kind of gives it a feeling of it being like clicked into place. But it's so subtle that you kind of don't realize it, but kind of do. You feel it more than you see it, and that's important for animation. Okay, so I have a plan for today, and the plan is essentially to take this block, move it over into this spot, and then move it up into this spot, and then create another object right here. Okay, so that's the plan. Join VC. Probably not right now, but thank you for the offer. At some point, I do want to have some people on voice chat, though. It's like a concrete plan. So I can take this. I've done a smart thing. You guys ready for this? I've done a smart thing where I can take this and paste it just like this, and so it shows up the exact same. Right? That's what that looks like. Now, if I come up here into library, you can see the button right there. I can hover over this frame and select the button I want for both of these. Just like that. Down, right, up. So now all I have to do is move this to wherever it's needed, along with the block. And then of course I'll have to do like the character movement. That's gonna come first. That's what we're gonna be doing right now. But stinky wrinkles, we don't need multiple layers for everything. We just need it for some things. So now we're gonna make green. I'm gonna make a pose where he's going to hit probably want it to look like he's like knocking on the side of it. So something like this. So we're gonna need an interesting pose for him. So his feet, this foot should probably be in the same spot. And then this foot out quite a bit. So I don't know if y'all tried to like stand like this comfortably. It doesn't really happen. So we can take this, take his head and take his body a little bit. Something like this. Almost. Not quite, though. Not kidding, I'm lucky to know a professional animator like you. I'd hardly call myself a professional. But that's very sweet of you to say, thank you. My professors in college, they told me once you graduate, you are like technically, legally a professional in your field. And I was like, really? I was like, he was like, yeah, you're a professional. You've went to college for what you're doing. If that's not professional, I don't know what is. So I want to get... Well, here. Let me move the block, okay? So we got to turn on our grid. Here's our grid. I'm going to change the color of it to be darker so it stands out a little bit more. Here's our grid. Our lag fest, as I like to call it. And our block, which is up here. So we can time it to this. So right here. Oh, see, this is where it gets laggy from the grid, is when we're like really close. So then we move it to be right in the middle. Just like that. Basically perfect. Then I'll move it slightly past this way. Yeah, it definitely covers the grid line. And then for this frame, we'll make a new drawing. We'll take... Is it on color layer? Definitely is. We'll take this. We'll rotate it. And we can turn the grid off now, because we technically don't need it for this. And we'll pop her into place. Get rid of the outline, because we don't need it. Yep. And now, that has a smear. Perfect. And then we just put this in the middle of this block. And now we have a block that moves down and to the right. Beautiful. Trying to decide something like this. I made a teaser trailer for my channel for animation versus GDE, and that will inspire me. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Thank you. I don't think it comes as like any surprise that I am very much inspired by Alan's work. I remember talking about this in the episode 2 dev commentary video, but I essentially am making this because Alan just hasn't. It's something that I wanted out in the world, but it wasn't going to happen to like the degree of which I wanted it to, and so I was like, I'll just do it myself. Call me selfish or impatient, but... This blur, by the way, is not final, like with the gradient. It looks better with it. There's a slight difference, but I think it helps. But if you guys remember in episode 2 when Green was having his episode, like the blocks that he interacted with had some like had some shapes and squiggles to them. Like the smears had some funky like smears like this. And I would like to have some of those in there as well, or in place of, I'm not sure yet. The gradients are a temporary placeholder. Fine. I'll do it myself. That honestly is. I think I even said it was exactly like that meme in the video. So I might not have to have him leaning down. Could have it be like this. And then I get a back, just so I make sure that it's on model. I'm such a stickler for things being on model, which I think is a good, like, thing to have. Oh, this song's a banger too. NCS, man. What a collab. What a timeline we're in with NCS. Like, let's be real here. We don't deserve to have all these songs. We just don't. I don't like that I can see that. There we go. I created a video 2 weeks ago, it got 8 views. Hey, congrats! Views are a great thing to have, regardless of how many you get. If just one person looks, it's like, oh, it's an active choice on someone else's behalf, right? Like, they chose to watch. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is do some anticipation. I'm even going to rotate this. So this arm that's up is going to be the arm that taps. You have a cameo? If there are going to be any cameos, it's going to be very selectively chosen. A lot of thought's gonna have to go into it. I can't just do it for the fun. Because as fun as the idea is, I do want this series to be something that's like taken seriously, and I don't want to have things just kind of. I don't want to incorporate every idea that's thrown at me willy-nilly, if that makes sense. I hate having to turn people down, but I simply don't think it could happen for this series. You got your hands full with just this. Yeah, there is a lot of... There are a lot more moving parts already for this episode. So I appreciate your understanding. It's very kind of you. Thank you. But this episode won't get less than 1 million. It'd be very, very fun if I could reach another high number. I will be very happy. If I can get it to that point again, or if it can get to a point like that. Oh, I know what this needs. The feet need to come out. The legs, rather. Whole leg. So if I do this... And I move this over to... And then we... Whoops. Now we buzz it. Okay. And we meet halfway for Green's movement. I always understand people like you have ideas and understand if the answer is no. No, makes you slightly sad. Yeah. Having ideas turned down always is a bummer. The thing is with things like this, I literally cannot afford to go into these without a plan. And so a lot of things for the episode are already decided. I know how the rest of this episode is going to go. know if I like this pose. So this is the arm. Yeah, cool. You must implement it. The stick figures find rainbow lucky blocks. Bush, I'm going to give you back the $5. Can our green friend rotate these blocks because they're in the editor? Yeah, so, sorry for that pause. I was reading the rest of the message. These guys, both of them, now share every single power, or ability rather, that is in the level editor. So they haven't figured it out yet, and it's essentially everything that you can do with your mouse or your finger by tapping or clicking on any configuration of buttons. They can just do that at their fingers. Like, if Green knew how to, he could tap this block and assign it a group. But they're not there yet. They might get there. No spoilers, but... I don't know why I'm struggling with this pose, but I don't like it. This needs to come, like, down, and this needs to come out. Whoops. Let me see if... something like that. Let me give a nice to Green's head. Whoops. Yeah, let me do the head motion, because that'll help me. Yeah. Ooh, beautiful. There's like a... Yeah. There's like a whoa to it. No, you can't. What made you gravitate more towards Harmony than Flash? The only reason I am comfortable with Toon Boom Harmony is because it is the program that was given to me through school and that my classes were taught in. I was surprised that we weren't using Flash a little bit because that's what I had never heard of Toon Boom before I went over to college. But it is the industry standard. And to those of you who don't know what essentially that means, it means that companies, like big companies, use this software to make their shows. And the best example I can give is Rick and Morty is animated in this software. If that gives you any, like, context, have it be Rick and Morty. You can think whatever you'd like to about the show, but I do think that it's a very good example of proving the program. And for the record, I love Rick and Morty. Could I do this in Flash? Oh, absolutely. But am I comfortable with it? Hell no. I've done probably 2 animations in Flash. Y'all, listen to the banger. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Green's head has a nice, like, arc to it. Yeah! Knowing Adobe, yeah. Flash, I've heard, has a bunch of problems. I guess we need to wait to see a snip of the episode. If you guys would like, I can show you the from the beginning of this file again. If that's something that interests you, I don't mind sharing a bit. That sounds interesting. Wait, can I do a thing? Is that possible? I don't think I can do that from here. Can I do it from here? No, I can't. Okay. I was gonna see if I could do a poll, but it don't appear to be a possibility. You guys want a little snippet? I can show you. I can show you what I have in this file so far. That come on was such a water flame thing to add. Boom Kitty would never have done that, especially with that filter. Oh, that helped it actually. Like 20 seconds? Yeah. Let me get this movement done, and then I can show you guys. How was that? I'm trying to be super conscious of the placement of the feet. Trying to make sure that it's like consistent and that they don't really slide a whole lot. Just trying to be like super duper duper careful with it. Okay. The slight, like... Dink! Okay. Yeah, let me show you what I've got. Camera's on, right? Yeah, okay, the camera's on. Nice. Puggies. 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 It's like 4:30 a.m. where you are, bro. Are you up early or are you up late? Oops. Okay, and then the thing that's going to really tie this movement together is the tried and true blur square. Sorry, blur square. There it is. So, part of the beauty is that it's so simple. We take the endpoint of this angle, we match it up with the previous frame, have these two be essentially the same, and put this at nothing, and then just adjust the angle of the blur. And bam, smear frame. Woo! That's good. I'm gonna do that to it. Here we go. Okay. Gonna save. Nice. You're up late. You're only awake at 1 p.m. anyways. Oh, sorry, you fully wake up. Okay. Gotcha. Dadgy! Dadgy! Honestly? Green, you might be a little bit too smooth here. That's wild. Just that little bit has such a difference. Streaming for an hour? Oh my god, it's gone by so fast. Y'all like the glowies right here. Ooh, glowy, 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 glowy. How is too smooth a thing? So it's their animation style. Green is a lot more snappy and rigid compared to purple. I think this best showcases it. If we look at purple, look how many frames it takes to get to this. And then we'll isolate green. So he goes from a resting to an extreme. And then for the hands up, just bam, 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 bam. Like, that's it. They do the exact same motion. Or I guess they have the same poses, rather. But the way they get there is so different. Let's see. Purple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Green has 2/3 of the frames that purple does for this part. But they both look good. But they look different, and they look distinctly different, I'd argue. Because green's more snappy, and purple's more, how do you say, organic. Purple, you've got to look back a little bit earlier. You got to look down a little bit earlier. I would even say to here. Yeah, that's good. Green, I'm gonna move you back a little bit. Oh, I know why it looks snappy. Or it doesn't look snappy. I mean, that did fix it. This looks more like how green normally is. There we go, that looks like green. You have some weird questions. Are they animation or GD related, or are they completely unrelated? If it's completely unrelated, that's perfectly okay. I just want to know. I'm curious if it relates at all. You know, ask away. Until then, Jarvis, can we get a ow? Jarvis, can we get a ow? Can you sing? Can you sing, puppy? Oh. 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 Good boy. Good boy, Jarvis. It's Jarvis, McBarvis. So cute. We love Jarvis here. We will not indulge in any Jarvis slander. This baby boy. These friends building the level in classic mode or platformer, and if they finish the level, they become cube or any mode related to GD? It's a good question. I will answer the first part of that question by asking you a question back. So when you open up a brand new level, what mode are you automatically set to? Is it classic or platformer? And that's your answer. And if they finish the level, how will they become a cube or any mode related to GD? So this isn't really a spoiler, I don't think. But they will be like building like actual level stuff at some point. And there will be a way where you remember how earlier I said that they essentially have any like editor function at their fingertips that they can just like choose willingly. That includes the playtest button. And I'll leave it at that. Okay, so now what I need to do... While I have a little bit of an audience, do you guys think green should... Whoa! Why is that like that? Do you think green should go under and press it from beneath? So it goes... I want the block to go up, right? Does green go under? Or does he, like, grab it from both sides? Like this. And lift the block up. What do you guys think we should do? Kick? You should kick the block up? Ooh, interesting. Okay, so I guess we have 3 options then. We have tap from beneath. We have lift with both hands. And we have kick from beneath. What do you guys think? I think the push from underneath is the one that like out of the 3 choices, I think this one I want to eliminate first. He dances it into place. He's jamming. Ooh, get it, green. He in the club. Yeah, you getting it. Alright, for realsies, for realsies. This is what you were doing. Yeah, it is. I do this quite a bit, actually. Remember, you guys remember the dance breaks we'd have for the editor? Like actual GD shit? Good times, good times. Kicking would honestly make sense here. Alright. Do we grab? Here. Poll in chat. Grab. Type 1. Kick. Type 2. Put your numbers in chat. No duplicates. No duplicates. Let's see what we got. God Gamer, you're duplicating. How dare you? You're skewing the results. Banned, 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 banned. 50? 50 is an odd number, so or an even number, so I'll say that that's another vote for 2. We got 2 votes for 2. Also, welcome Brett Gaming to the stream. How's it going? That is certainly an angle for the character in the bottom right. That is certainly a choice that was made. Alright, it looks like people want kick. At least no one said 1 yet, so we're gonna go with 2. You get your kick. Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys like this? Stickly? Yeah, you have an impact on society. And that's why the streams are nice. That's why I enjoy it. Oh, it's because I'm on a glow layer, that's why. He looks too mad there. Let me get a in-between pose or an extreme. This would be called an extreme pose. Extremes are what happens in between 2 movements. And it's the pose where the character is pushed the most. So this leg honestly should be straight. Yeah, that's better. Give the foot a little bit of a foot. Get a little bit more of an arched back. Butt it up, butt it up. Probably about there would be good. Make sure we have 3 joints that we can individually mess with, just like this. That stance is fall-worthy. This one? I don't know, man. If I'm pretty good at balancing on one foot, I feel like I could stand like this for a few minutes. It was before. Oh, it was the crazy one that I got rid of. This one. Let me fix the arms. Yeah, now they look like they have some agency. So then what we can do with these poses is do this and just extend them down here. And then get a good default stand. Probably about there, I'd say. Yeah, and then we can play, see if it looks good. So, what I'm seeing here... Oh, the song. The kick will work, but it needs to be done with the foot, and only the foot. Also, there we go. And then what we can honestly do is rotate this, squeeze it a little bit, and put a little bit of bend in this leg that wasn't there before. And that'll make it feel a lot more dynamic. Again, it's one of those things that you'll feel more than you see, but feeling in animation is arguably just as important as seeing. And then if we want to just basically check and see if this will look good, we can add this 2-frame slight difference in the pose. And then we can just manipulate it in whatever way we want. Yeah. All right. It looks like the Half-Life logo. Shut your eyes up. Ooh, here's an idea. Here's an idea, okay? I won't be able to do all of it, but what if this kick moves the block 5 grid spaces up, like it's the button with the 3 arrows instead of the button with the 2, like this one? What if it sends it up 5? Because it's such like a powerful input. So it shows that there are multiple types. Oh, I like that idea. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll get the block. I'll get the block set, which means I need to turn the grid on, so lag incoming. So as you guys can see, not everything is planned out. There's still room for like input on things, which I think is important. That everything isn't set in stone. What's necessary is set in stone, essentially. Not yet a lag breaking? Yeah, I get ya. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up here is where we want it. That looks good to me. Maybe slightly down. Right about there. Yep. So then he kicks it. This pose has to last for 2 frames. Okay. I honestly think now that I'm doing that this movement should be a little bit downplayed so that this one feels stronger. What do you guys think about that? Does that make sense? So like this one was just a tap, 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 punch, kick. I feel like the punch, or the slap rather, should become a normal tap as well. Oh, it's the clock song.
Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than
Right about there.
sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love
Up to you, man.
fire spreading all
I think it would help.
my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.
Genuinely, there might not need to be any in-betweens for this. I know I don't need that much onion skin, that's for sure.
I wanna taste your content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen.
Like, that reads as movement to me.
Music till the wick burns out.
But I will push it forward. I will push this forward.
Just wanna be carefree lately, yeah. Just picking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah.
Hmm.
Daydreams got dirty little
3 and 4.
might as well just wander around the nursery and count sheep.
How'll he get to her? Huh? What you talking about, unknown? Okay. Keeping it smooth here. Straight. Oh, I know what it needs. I know what it needs. I know what it needs. Okay, angle this back. Take it right in the middle. Okay, so we're gonna give an anticipation. We need a full leg extension for this leg. Now this is all very fast, but this is essentially what I want to have happen. Nice. There's a new level that got rated. Oh, a new mythic. Nice. 11 months ago, Rob said that there would be 1 to 2 mythics every year. And now we have 11 mythic levels. See, here's the problem with that, is that Rob, I don't know if he underestimated how well people are going to use the 2.2 editor, But every single one of the mythic levels that have been given mythic deserve it. I am of the belief that all of the mythic levels probably deserve the rating they got. So Rob isn't going to devalue a level just because of an offhanded thing that he said. Because maybe he underestimated us and how well we were going to do it. That's not Rob's fault that we're making levels good enough to be mythic as consistently as we are. Rob is just awarding levels according to what he thinks. I'm not gonna mess with the arms now. Ooh, that's punchy. Oh, I like that. Okay, cool. So then, this is going to get moved to here. And then I'll just have to change the sprite for later, because I don't have that sprite made yet. I'm gonna need to make it probably after stream is done. Do you think you can get a mythic level before I retire from GD? I don't expect to. I don't expect to get a mythic level. It's not something that's on my docket. I don't feel like it's a realistic thing for me to aim for. In fact, I think it's kind of silly that people like try to aim for a specific rating, especially now that there's like enough of them. Not my thing. However, if I somehow get it, I will be eternally grateful. But it's not something that I think I would ever go for. It would be nice to get a legendary rate. In fact, I would like it if my current level that I'm working on, the mountain level, to get it. But am I going to be upset if I don't get it? No. Oh, there we go. That was the issue I was having. It was the back. It was the spine, whatever you want to call it. gonna only focus on green. There's a part in Henry Stickmin collection where Henry throws the teleporter down and it breaks the thing and the backgrounds go crazy. Is that Jewel Baron path? I want to get the frames for that movement. I don't want to get like the poses exact, I just want like the frame reference. Let me go and find that. Oh, I found it. Oh, but the video is at a low FPS. Dang it. Jewel Baron full movie? Jewel Baron full movie? Oh man. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 13. This drawing is supposed to last 13 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Goodness! Puff. How about this other one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's wild. I didn't know it lasted that long. And then immediately go into the extreme. Wow. I'll probably dumb it down. I don't think I want it to last that long. That's wild. The bill that was passed? I guess not. Which bill? Which bill are you talking about? It's snowing. Yay, I love the snow. Dun, 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 dun. Teens 16 and under aren't allowed social media? Is that an Australian thing? I'm gonna get rid of 3 on each. How does that do? That's good right there. Starts next year at the end. Oh man. That's very interesting. Honestly, this anticipation now, I don't think I need to change the other movement.
Blame it on me. You're just too scared to be lonely. No one's safe from the reaper. Not a saint nor a sinner. Rage in the
Nice. Ooh, that is good.
madness. Let it spread like a virus.
Okay. Let's get this in between. Huh.
Blood on my hands. Somebody save me from myself. I'm off of the meds and it might get hideous. Why so serious? Run for your life, cause it might get hideous. Why so serious? Change can say so. Never mind, I forgot where I came from. Like
Whoops.
in the darkness,
Whoops. Goodness.
the blindness.
Why is my keyboard so shaky? Goodness me. Stay in place. Thank you. Wow, 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 wow.
I'm off of the meds and it might get hideous. Why so serious?
Make the move button go up like a block or two? Like the, like this one, you mean? Could probably do that. This is the scale, this is the move. Or this is the transparency. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, and then 10. Could have it go like up to here, or maybe just up one, just at all.
I wanna bump a beat that goes hard. Cup it. Cup it. Cup it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Beat that goes hard. I wanna bump a beat that goes hard.
I think I like that. Yeah! I like that. Ooh. That's nice. Yeah, good suggestion. Thank you. Sick as hell. Glad you made it, Zane. We're gonna finish up this in between, and then I think that's actually going to be the end of the stream. Pretty short, but you know. Yes. Nice. Okay. Yes, that's what I wanted. Okay. Undo. Come on, thank you. Yeah! Oh, cool. Get it. Get it, Green. Can push the pose even more. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I wonder what would happen if I did just this. Just this little movement for the last frame. Oh! That's also good. I don't know what to do. Oh, I think I like it. Oh, I think I like it a lot, actually. And then we take this and we do our blur square. We love blur squares here on the J735 channel. Whoops. Ooh, beautiful. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. That looked weird. Oh, well, maybe I'm just not used to it. In case you're curious, this is how the shadows are. They're just drawn and skewed on top of. Nice, okay. Good, good, good. Okay. Y'all, I think that's it for the stream. Oh, yeah, that's great. You know what? Applause. Applause to the kick. The kick idea. That's exactly what this needed to escalate to. That's a perfect escalation. Good suggestion. Okay. Next time on stream, hopefully, this arrow will be replaced with the proper arrow. SJ, no! Aw, hi! Next stream. Next stream. Be here next stream. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Next stream will probably be either tomorrow or Sunday. Monday, hopefully, at the latest. Depending on what I've got going on, schedule-wise. But next time, hopefully, this arrow is replaced. There's a little bit more character movement. I want to do a little something for purple as well for this part that we did today. Yeah. Let's play what we have. Let's play what we have for the scene. How about that? That's how we'll end it. That feels so natural. That's such a green move too. I love that. Thank you for that suggestion. Okay. That's all from me today, y'all. Stay awesome out there.